Back in 2022, I reviewed Vampire Survivors in early access, and it was already shaping up to be something special. But fast forward to today, and the game has evolved into a full feature-packed monster. From new DLCs to new characters, crossovers, co-op, mechanics, and an entire new game systems, it's almost unrecognizable from launch. So today, we're revisiting the review and looking at everything added since September 2022 in one ultimate mega breakdown. Welcome back to G-Man Gaming and Reviews, your home for guides, breakdowns, and reviews of the games we love. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more in-depth gaming content. Now let's jump into every major update from launch to today. When Vampire Survivors officially launched in October 22, we got the full 1.0 content package. So the additions that launched were a finalized character roster, final storage stages, new relic and secrets, Arcana system completed, big UI and performance improvements. This took the game from a fun but simple early access experiment to a fully realized action roguelike. Just 2 months later, the game dropped its major first DLC, Legacy of the Moonspell, and it added a new massive map, the Mount Moonspell map, 8 new characters, 13 new weapons, new evolutions, new bosses and secrets. This DLC was the moment many players realized Vampire Survivors had serious long-term legs. Massive map, great theming, and lots of replay value. Between Jan and March 23, the devs rolled out major quality of life updates, which included new features like Endless Mode, Inverse Mode, new power-ups, updated relic interactions, UI polish, better controller support, and enemy balancing. It was a foundational patch, polishing everything and preparing for bigger expansions. Next up is the second DLC, Tides of Foscari. What it added. So it added a new map, Lake Foscari, 8 new characters, 13 new weapons, 7 evolutions, forest bosses, fairy, knight, and mage archetypes, and new secret fights. This DLC leaned heavily into fantasy, almost a tribute to classic JRPGs, easily one of the most stylish updates. Then in late 2023, we got the Nintendo Switch released in August 23, which added 2 to 4 player local co-op, optimized UI for handheld, shared XP mechanics. And in late in 23, we got the Secrets patch, which included new secret characters, new achievements, updated limit break behavior, more map variants, more relic interactions, better performance on especially mobile. This era refined the game and opened it up to a huge new audience. Then in October 24, we got one of the biggest crossovers in indie gaming, Ode to Castlevania. What it added: a massive gothic stage, 6 Castlevania inspired characters, 8 weapons, 5 evolutions, retro music tracks, vampire slaying boss gauntlets. It hit every nostalgia button: whips, bats, holy water, familiars, and some of the best music in the game. Then in late 2024, we got introduced to online co-op, bringing 4-player online, free roam multiplayer, not stuck in one screen, XP batching, def equals spectator mode, network improvements, and the start of cloud save syncing. This turned Vampire Survivors into a multiplayer game, was a massive shift, and it works insanely well. And then in April 25, we got a free DLC, which was the free DLC crossover with Saga, which was the Emerald Diorama. And we got new stage, Emerald Field, 4 new characters, 3 weapons, the style gauge mechanic, more universe expansion, cross-save support for PC, Xbox, and mobile. PlayStation had restrictions. This DLC showed the console wasn't slowing down, they were expanding into full-fledged concept collaborations. PlayStation released August 2025, and then finally we got the PS4 and PS5 versions launched with trophies, haptic feedback, performance mode, and full DLC parity. Better late than never, but a great port. And then the most recent was the Antichamber update, which released just very recently in November 25, and now it has the most recent of the massive updates with the Balatro crossover. And the new content included the stages of Westwoods and Mazzarella, which is called the Labyrinth, mechanics such as Survarots, Balatro style Arcana system, new relics Survarot core, characters Balatro, guest hero Mazzarella Guardian, weapons Card Shooter and the Card Storm evolution, Maze Whip and the Minotaur Crusher evolution, and the morph including the Labyrinth Titan Guardian morph, the power up Shuffle Fate, and co-op improvements including better netcode, free movement, smoother revives, and more stable XP sync. This update alone feels like a full DLC and it's free. So now let's look at the big picture from 2022 versus 2025. So what does Vampire Survivors look like today when compared to early access? Since 2022, the game has added 5+ new major stages, 3 paid DLCs, 1 free DLC, 30+ characters, 40+ weapons, 20+ evolutions, Arcana expansion, Survarots system, Style Gorge system, endless mode, inverse mode, co-op equals local plus online, cross-save with PC, Xbox and mobile, new relics, secrets and achievements, massive performance upgrades, multiple game engine rewrites, Nintendo Switch Plus station releases, and 2 crossover events. It's gone from a tiny $5 roguelike to a giant, constantly evolving machine. If you haven't played Vampire Survivors since 2022, you're missing out on one of the biggest turnarounds and content expansions in indie gaming history. If you want me to cover the best new builds, strongest evolutions, or a full Survarots guide, tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching G-Man Gaming and Reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.